Alrighty, welcome everybody. If you'd like to take a nice seated position somewhere comfy, you can either be up on your knees, like so. It's up on your knees if you're comfortable, more comfortable here. Otherwise, feel free, if you can, to be in your cross-legged position, hands on your knees, wherever's most comfortable. And just remember, throughout the class, nothing's supposed to hurt. Don't push, don't push too hard. It's all about breathing and being nice and relaxed and fluid and not trying to hurt yourself or go too hard. So hands on your knees, elbows nice and loose. We want to start our breathing in our position by raising our shoulders up to our ears, pushing them back so your shoulder blades almost feel flat across your back, and then coming down. So you should be able to balance a nice wee tray on your back there vertically. Again, if you need to, shoulders up, push back and down. And then we can start our breathing. Feel free to have your eyes closed or open here and make sure those elbows are nice and loose. We're going to breathe in through our nose really deeply. You should feel your belly rising, and then you should feel your chest rising. And then we're going to breathe out through our nose. Again, chest full, belly full. Really draw that belly button into your spine and feel your core engage on that exhale. And again, inhaling, chest rising, belly rising, and exhaling, belly button through to your spine. Feel that core engage for the day. One more nice deep breath in through your nose, chest rise, belly rise, and exhaling, belly button to the spine, core is engaged. To warm up our spines, keep that breathing going. We're going to make some nice big circles, nice big 360-degree circles, nice and slow. Keep your breathing going, nice and deep. 3 big circles. And when you come to the front, we're going to turn our circles around in the opposite direction. Nice deep breathing in through your nose. Remembering out through your nose, belly button to spine on each exhale. 3rd nice big circle. And then returning to the upright position. Nice job. We're going to come to our hands and knees. We're going to have our hands flat below our shoulders. So our shoulders are just above our hands there. And we're going to have our knees directly underneath our hips. So we're going to warm up our lower spine here and take a nice deep breath in, looking up at the ceiling. And we're going to curve our spine down. It's called the cat-cow. On our exhale, we're going to draw our chin to our chest and really arch our spines up like a cat. Belly button to spine. Inhaling, looking up at the ceiling, arching that spine down. Really point your belly, your tailbone up to the ceiling. Exhaling, chin to chest, arching that spine, tucking your tailbone under. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. Really feel that mobility in your spine. We're going to add in an arm. One arm up, your left arm up, hand up to the ceiling, right leg, arching that spine. Exhaling, you're going to take your elbow to your knee whilst trying to arch that back as much as possible. Inhaling all the way up, looking up, arch spine. Exhaling, arching up, tucking your tailbone under. One more, inhaling, looking up at the ceiling. And exhaling, elbow to knee, arching your spine, then dropping your hand and knee. We're going to repeat the same on the other side. Inhaling all the way up with your right hand, left foot. Arch that spine down. And exhaling, elbow to knee, hold. And inhaling, looking all the way up. Exhaling, down. And one more. Inhaling again, mobility in that spine. And exhaling, tuck that tailbone under. One last arch. And dropping your hand and knee. We're going to take an inhale here. And on an exhale, we're going to come up into our first downward dog. So a nice downward dog, we're going to place our hands down, palms nice and flat, and really splay your fingers out. You're going to push your shoulder blades down your back. So pushing those shoulder blades down your back. Try and imagine they're nice and flat. Try and push your heels towards the ground and try to really tilt your tailbone so that your tailbone's pointing up to the ceiling. And keep readjusting as you're going. We're going to take 3 nice deep breaths here. In through your nose and out through your nose, belly button to spine. On your exhale, inhaling, chest rising, belly rising. Exhaling, belly button to spine. Keep on adjusting, flattening those shoulder blades, inhaling. Pushing your heels down to the ground, exhaling. Nice. One more inhale where you are. And on an exhale, we're going to come forward into a plank. Keep that bottom nice and low, engage your core. Inhaling, coming back into downward dog. And exhaling, coming forward into a plank to hold. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhaling, coming back into our downward dog. And exhaling, forward into our plank position. 2 more, inhaling. Exhaling, remember engaging that core, belly button to spine. Last one, inhale. And exhaling, hold. And now we're going to take a nice wee break. We're going to spread our knees out, come back to sit, and we're going to come into child's pose. Placing your forehead on the mat, your hands out in front. If that's not comfortable, you can bring your hands down next to you here. And just breathing deeply here. Feeling that chest rise, belly rise on an inhale. And belly button to spine on an exhale. Feeling the warmth. Feeling the release in those muscles around your hips. Nice job. We're going to take an inhale, come back up onto our hands and knees. And on an exhale, we're going to come back into our downward dog. We're going to come into our standing poses. So on an inhale, you're going to look forward through your hands and step or jump forward towards your hands and coming into an upside down L shape. On an exhale, we're going to bring our hands down next to our feet. On an inhale, we're going to look up, straightening that spine. Exhaling, come back down. And we're going to just hold our elbows behind our knees. Keep those knees bent. Keep your neck nice and loose. Let it dangle. As you breathe into this pose, you should be looking down at your toes. Those big toes should be touching. And your ankles should be very slightly apart. And as you breathe, you can try and straighten your knees just ever so slightly with every breath, but not putting any pressure on your muscles. On your next exhale, bringing your hands back down to your feet. And on an inhale, coming all the way up, looking up to the ceiling, palms meeting, and exhaling through to prayer. On an inhale, we're going to reach our arms up, palms meet, look up, slight back bend. Exhaling, dive all the way forward, palms on the mat. Inhaling, straighten your legs, straighten your spine, look forward. And exhaling, coming back down into plank, lowering ourselves slowly, upward dog. The tops of our feet are on the mat, we're looking up. And as we exhale, we're coming back through to downward dog. Take one nice deep breath here. We're going to repeat our sun salutations twice more. On your next inhale, looking forward through your hands, stepping or jumping forward, come up, look up. Exhaling, palms on the mat, next to your feet, legs bent. Inhaling all the way, palms meet, looking at the ceiling with a slight back bend. And exhaling our palms through to prayer. Inhaling, reaching our arms up, palms meet, look at the ceiling. Exhaling, Diving down, palms on the mat. Inhaling, looking up, straight legs, straight spine. And exhaling, stepping through to plank and slowly lowering our bodies to slide through into upward dog. Tops of your feet on the mat, looking up at the ceiling. Exhaling through to downward dog. One nice deep breath here. Remembering throughout our practice, breathing is key. In through the nose, out through the nose. Belly button to spine on an exhale. On your next inhale, looking forward through your hands, step or jump forward. Inhaling, looking up, straight spine. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling all the way, look up, palms meet, slight back bend. Exhaling through prayer. Last one, inhaling all the way. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, look up, straight spine, straight legs. And exhaling, coming back down to slowly lower through plank and up into upward dog, looking up. Exhaling back into downward dog. I'm going to take 3 restorative breaths here. You should be nice and warm by now. Your muscles should be a little warmer. 2 more deep breaths. Exhaling, feel with the exhale, feel the tension release, and try to constantly adjust. So pushing those shoulders away from your ears, shoulder blades flat down the back, push your palms into the mat, heels toward the ground, and your tailbone twisted upwards. On your next inhale, look forward through your hands and come through into sitting. Nice job. You want to be at the end of one of your mat. And we're going to be cross-legged for this one. We want our shins, if we imagine there's a wall in front of us, we want our shins to actually kind of be flush with that wall. So we're taking our cross legs and we're kind of pushing them out a little bit into a box shape at the front. Take a nice deep breath in, raise your arms, looking up, palms facing each other. Exhaling, we're just going to reach forward and place our hands where they lay. Let our head hang loose. And just feel that stretch in your lower back there. You might feel it in your quads. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can breathe in, bring your elbows into your knees. And on your exhale, walk your fingers out as far as you can without causing any strain. And just breathe here. Nice deep breaths in and nice deep breaths out, drawing that belly button, as always, into your spine. On your next inhale, we're going to walk our hands back and come back through to sitting. We're going to bring our feet together, face the camera for this one. Bring our feet together so that the bottoms of our feet are touching. And you want to take your thumbs, kind of open the balls of your feet like a book, pages of a book. So the outsides of your feet are touching. We're opening those feet out, getting a little mobility through those tendons and everything. We're going to place our elbows just on the inside of our calves. Again, don't push. We want this to be gentle. We want our spines to be as straight as possible. We want to be leaning slightly forward, but in doing so, we want to bring our heart forward, not our back hunched over. So we want to shoulders away from our ears. Our heart is facing forward. And we're just pushing ever so gently with our elbows into our legs to feel a nice stretch through that groin region. Nice job. And then gently, we're going to bring our knees back together. And we're going to come back into our comfortable seated position, whether that be legs crossed again or up on your knees, whichever's most comfortable for you. We're going to reset that position, shoulders up, pushed back, and then nice and flat down our back, shoulders away from the ears always, elbows nice and loose. We're going to release our neck. Again, on the breath, Inhaling, chest is rising, belly is rising. And with an exhale, we're going to bring our right ear, just let it fall to hover over our right shoulder. We don't want to push our necks at all. We just want to let that ear hover and breathe into the stretch we should feel up our left hand side of our necks. On our next inhale, we're going to bring our head forward to center. And on our exhale, we're letting our chin fall to our chest, not hunching over, keeping our spines nice and straight, shoulders away from the ears, but letting our chin fall to our chests. Nice deep breaths. Don't forget the breath at all times. On your inhale, we're looking forward to center. And on our exhale, we're going to let our left ear drop over our left shoulder this time. And again, we're not pushing our necks. We're just letting our ear hover. Chin's nice and straight. Allowing the stretch up our right hand side. It's a really good one to do at your desks occasionally too, when you get a bit tense from scrunching over a screen. On the next inhale, head to center. And on our exhale, we're going to let our head just fall back. Straight spines, shoulders away from our ears. Our head is just falling backwards. You can let your mouth drop open if you need to. Breathing into the stretch. And on our next inhale, we're bringing our head back to center. You can close your eyes for this section. We're going to do our final breathing sequence. On our inhale, we're going to raise our hands up, palms facing each other, let our heads drop back, palms meet. And exhaling, belly button to spine, hands are coming down through prayer. We're going to do 3 more of these. Inhaling all the way up, head drops back, palms meet, belly's risen. Exhaling through prayer, belly button is to our spines, core is still engaged. 2 more. Inhaling all the way, head back, palms meet. And exhaling, chest is falling, belly button is coming through to our spine, and our hands are in prayer. Last one. Inhaling all the way. And exhaling, hands through prayer, belly button to spine. Keep your hands in prayer here. Keep your eyes closed. However, you now can stop concentrating on your breath. And you can resume normal breathing, keeping your eyes closed, hands in prayer, letting go, returning to normal breathing. And also taking a moment to return to noticing your surroundings, your noises you may hear, movement around you, the light filtering through your eyelids. We've taken some time away from our day, and now you can bring your consciousness back to the day ahead. Remember your breathing. And open your eyes when you're ready to return to the room. Namaste, and thank you for joining the yoga class. I'm going to stop